Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with the Bear, and today I want to discuss the Mayan event and my revelations to help boost your points and get to the top of the leaderboard. The Mayan event for some can be relatively frustrating or boring for others. I personally enjoy the challenge. And as you can see here, I'm in first place with 11,270 points. That's not my best score I've ever had. 11.6 is my best a couple Mayan events ago. And for the rewards, coming in first place, you get 45 fragments of Caesar. You get 150 gem chests, art chests, and tech chests. Some speed up chests as well, some resource chests. I mean, it's not a fantastic amount of rewards, truth be told, but I still enjoy the whole process, and I'm going to be sharing what I know in hopes to help you boost your points and make the Mayan event a little bit easier on you. So let's get right on into it first of all. So we'll go back over here into Explore. Okay, so for the setup, stage 1, what you want to do is make sure you have logistic supply. You need that 3% healing on every level. If I don't have logistic supply and a poisonwood totem within the first section on level 1, then I keep resetting. So some things to remember: you get points for killing guards, killing any of the other Mayan individuals. You get points for occupying towers, dispelling fog, and clearing levels. So you get the most points for clearing poisonwood totem towers. So you want to make sure that where possible you have a poisonwood totem tower, and there's several reset points. Another tip for making this easier, so I'm going to select my troops, and I'm going to use, let's go to my favorites here. I'm going to use these 5, and you can use what you have, but you want to make sure that they have a march size increase to some degree. March size increase will definitely help in everything for this event. And also going nothing but siege. I have done a lot of experimentation with a variety of different troop types, mixed troops, and every single time my best numbers have always been with siege troops. And you can see that I only have a handful of siege generals, but 4 out of my 5 have march size increases, giving me an extra amount of troops. And you can see here the extras. So the initial setup to get you off on the right foot is 1, a poisonwood totem tower within the 4 grounds here, not in the mid or the late. It's just too much damage to tank. 2, siege. Nothing but siege. 3, make sure you have the logistic supply buff. Then you can start going on. And so you can do each level, and the first point will be... Oh, didn't save that. Let's go back here. Let's just refix that quickly. Bear with me. So like I was saying, the first point here, and start exploring. I got a Mayan camp right off the hop, which isn't bad. And you notice how the poisonwood totem tower is attacking my troops with every single fog you clear. So you don't want to be clearing fog unnecessarily while you're trying to get to the tower. So I'll just get rid of this guy here, this warrior. And we're going to be prioritizing siege buffs wherever we can. I didn't have the option there. So now the totem is destroyed. You have to occupy it before the end, though, to get the full points. So just like this, I'll get rid of the priest, see what he gives me. I'll prioritize it because there is some siege stuff in that one. And then we're just going to quickly start exploring and clearing out the other guards. And we'll see what else is here. Range again, the best I can do. And prioritize siege attack. Okay, let's just see what else we got in here. Another guard. Keep going. We'll just do this first level together. And then see what the next siege attack. That's nice. One tip would be when you have a Mayan camp like I just had, what you want to do is occupy your Poisonwood Totem Tower first and then select the troops. So I did that, and you can see that I took some damage on everybody else except for all the troops that I just recruited. So you gain nothing by occupying this tower before the very end anyway. So now we're going to go on to level 2. So I'm going to bring you back after we get to stage 3, and we can talk about some important steps between stage 3 and stage 8 of this game. Okay, so we're on stage 3 now. We didn't get a Poisonwood tower in the second one, as you saw. Didn't get anything major for buffs or anything, but so this is one thing we have to do at stage 3. Well, technically it's stage 4, going back to stage 3. So stage 3 is your first save spot. So when you go on to the next one, what you want to do is constantly refresh back to stage 3. And just like in stage 1, what you do is you're looking for a Poisonwood Totem Tower that is close to you, so you're not going to take a lot of damage to clear it. And the other prerequisite before going on from level 3 is getting a chief that will give you triple lanes. You really want triple lanes as soon as possible. It saves you a lot of grief. So for me, before I go on past level 4, I must have triple lanes. So I got a totem in a perfect position, one tap and it's cleared. We will occupy it at the end for the extra points, but now we'll see what the chief will give us, and we'll go from there. I'm not going to waste my time initially, so we're prioritizing siege attack first, until I see what the chieftain gives me. If he doesn't give me triple lanes, then I'm just going to go back to stage 3, rinse and repeat. Okay, battering arrow, it's not going to cut it. Back to stage 3. And we'll go take a look again. Poison tower, mid totem. Okay, so you get the basics of what we need to do at this stage. So I'm going to keep going. It will require you to reset probably a fair few times, because every time you kill a chief, you get 3 random buffs, and you don't always get something good. So that's the next step to getting a high score, is utilizing your save spots. So it's 1, 3, 8, and I want to say 14, somewhere around there. But that's what you want to do. You want to maximize your save points and get the best rewards you can on the next level afterwards. So I'll bring you back after I have triple lanes. Okay, so as you can see, this time it only took me about, I'd say, 10 resets or so to get triple lanes from the chief. Granted, I did take a bit more damage than I would have liked with that poison tower being so far ahead, but if we get some decent healing opportunities later on, then that should be fine. So, some requirements from 3 to the next save stage is 8, a minimum of 1 triple lanes, and whatever buffs you can at that point that are siege related. that is the minimum to keep going. You have to do a lot of resetting to get anywhere in this event, and it's frustrating for some and boring for others, like I said before. So I'll bring you back when I'm at stage 8, and we'll see what kind of buffs I've gotten between 4 and 8. Okay, so we're back. So let's take a peek. You see my siege is coming up nicely. We got Unbreakable Wall, which is increasing siege attributes. Adaptation, which is giving defense slots with over 80% remaining troops by 30%. And some other stuff. We had our triple lanes, main force suppression. They're best of the options I had. So we'll do our life stream. Like that. Everybody healed. They take a fair bit of damage from a Poisonwood Totem that was high up on the map there before 8. So the next requisite that I need, again, as we're resetting, I need a Poisonwood Totem that is in the 4 of the map right here, just like this. And I need one of 2 buffs. I need either Clearing Poisonous Fog doesn't do damage, or another triple lanes. One of those 2 is what I'm hoping for. And if you ever see Hand of Death, avoid it like the plague. It prevents you from using healing runes and recovery rooms. It is the pits. Do not do it. So I'll bring you back when I've reached stage 14 with either I've gotten one of those 2 buffs. And we'll see how we're going then. Okay, so we reached stage 14 now. And well, I didn't get another triple lanes. I did get Laws of Survival, Field Hospital, and Lucky Upgrading. And the Lucky Upgrading gives you 4 options per. And this was instrumental in getting here as well. Don't take any damage than I have to. Field Hospital is nice. So, that being said, I won't be proceeding past 15 unless, again, we meet the basic criteria of Poisonwood Tower in close to the base, our castle here, and also triple lanes in this case, because I didn't get it before. I really need that extra attack when coming up in the next few levels. So I'll bring you back when I'm at stage 18, which is the last save spot before the end of the 20 rounds. Okay, so we're back, and as you can see, I got my other triple lanes there after about 40 some resets, I think. So we only have 2 more levels to go. So we'll go on to level 19. So what you want to do is make sure that you're using up your runes, such as this one right here, in the last 2 rounds here, because they're not going to do you any good sitting here. And this is what you save them for. The less fighting you have to do, the less potential loss to your troops. So, and I also save, where is it? This one for the big boss on 20. And then these ones here, these medium blades for the big boss on 20 as well. So if there's any other ones that I have for destroying, I don't think so. Okay, so I'm going to bring you back when it's all over. We'll run through the final little bit and sum everything up, so you can get better scores in the Mayan event. Okay, so we're back. As you can see that I got just a little bit less than my current high score. So easily over 11,000 points for it. There are some variations that you're going to have to contend with to get a slightly higher score than this. It's up to also how many towers spawn in between the levels you can't control, how frequently you feel like you wish to reset and keep trying to get Poisonwood Totems, and also how much poison fog appears on the levels that do have it. There is a variation there as well. So one time it might be 5, and the other time it could be 10, 8, and you get more points for the more stuff you clear. So, things to remember. 1, always have a poisonwood totem close to your castle in the first level after each save point, which is 1, 3, 8, and 14. 18 doesn't really count because there's no towers after 18. Also, make sure that you're using generals that are as high a level as you're able to, high a specialties as you're able to, and have a march size increase. You want more troops on the battlefield. Then I would also say make sure that you remember to occupy each tower. Also, remember to heal your troops just before you go into the final stage here, before you attack in the final chief, because your remaining troops at the end of the battle also affects your score. So the more troops you have, the better. So you don't want to leave a whole bunch unhealed. So that's what you have to make sure you do, and use up all your runes that you can on the last 2 stages, destroying any Mayans, boosting any attacks, that kind of thing. So, and there's also some bare minimums like we discussed earlier. You need poison wood totems right by your castle. You need the in my opinion, to get a good score, because after 14, the damage you take to kill warriors and guards and such starts to mount very quickly and very noticeable. So that's my recommendation, and that's how I get my current scores. And I've learned a lot through a lot of experimentation. There are some buffs that don't stack, like say when you get the 4 buff offerings, it's not going to give you 8. The Ring of, I think it's called Ring of Rhine, where you get 1.5% attack for every Mayan gold you have, doesn't work. Stuff like that I've come across that doesn't work. So control the levels you can right after your save points. Make sure you have as many poisonwood totems as you can. Make sure you have at least 2 triple lanes and your logistics supply on level 1, and have some fun out there. And as you can see from my one run earlier, where is it here? I have 11,270, which is slightly better than the 11,150 I just earned. So that's what I would advise if you want to help boost your score of the Revelation of Maya event. So if you liked what you saw here today, put a like down below, throw a comment, and that's it from the bear. And remember, stay safe and stay bubbled.